Before we get into today's task-based lesson, I want to make sure that we remember our story problem protocol. So go ahead and look at the screen, and you should see how we can solve and approach story problems. So we want to visualize what the problem is telling us. So we read the problem, we make our mind movie and visualize what's happening. What words and numbers help me create a picture of what's happening in this story. After we've done that, and sometimes we need to read the problem more than once and make our annotations, then we need to show what's happening in the problem. We need to make a picture, a model, a number sentence. We can retell using representation, like making a chart or writing down notes and thinking, what do I know that's happening in this story? What do I need to do to figure it out? And are there some little things that I need to figure out first? And then when I make my representation, what's happening in the story? And does it match what I'm representing? Once we get out of the representation and retell phase, then we're going into solving the problem. So we can use our strategies for solving, such as expanded notation, area model for multiplication and division. We want to make sure we ask ourselves, did I answer the problem? What are my strategies and are they effective and efficient? And does my answer make sense? We also want to make sure that we check our work when we're solving those problems. So before we get into our first part of the task-based lesson, I just wanted to review the story problem protocol so that we remember that and keep it in mind when we're solving problems today. We're going to look at Field Day Part 1. Go ahead and read the problem along with me. Juice pouches are packaged in different ways. A box holds 10 pouches. A case holds 10 boxes. A crate holds 10 cases. Some students bring in juice boxes for field day. Miguel brought in 1 crate, 12 cases, 3 boxes, and 6 pouches. Aaron, 1 crate, 13 cases, 17 boxes, and 2 pouches. Sarah, 1 crate, 12 cases, 2 boxes, and 17 pouches. Vicky, 1 crate, 14 cases, 6 boxes, and 9 pouches. How many total drink pouches does each student have? Explain how you found your answer. We need to think about this problem and look at what we know and what we need to figure out. What is the big problem we're trying to figure out? Say it to your screen. That's right. First, we need to know how many pouches each student has. I'm going to go ahead and underline that as my big question. How many total drink pouches does each student have? And we need to make sure that we explain and show our work. So let's go ahead and look at what do we already know. We know that a box holds 10 pouches. Okay, so we can write that down. 1 box is equal to 10 pouches. And then we can see that a case holds 10 boxes. So we can write that down as well. 1 case is equal to 10 boxes. But do we want to know how many boxes each student brought in or how many pouches? Say it out loud. That's right, we want to know how many pouches. So if we know that 1 case holds 10 boxes, how many pouches are in 1 case? Say it to your screen. Excellent. If 1 case holds 10 boxes and 1 box holds 10 pouches, that means that if we multiply 10 times 10, 1 case is equal to 100 pouches. Great work. The problem also tells us that a crate holds 10 cases. So 1 crate is equal to 10 cases. Well, we had one case that was equal to 10 boxes. And our big question says we want to know how many pouches each student has. So if one crate is 10 cases and one case is 10 boxes, could I use multiplication again to find out how many pouches are in a crate? Say it to your screen. You're exactly right. We know that we can take 10 cases times not 10 boxes because one case is worth 100 pouches. So we can multiply 10 times 100, which gives us 1,000 pouches. Great job. Now let's use this information and see if we can figure out how many total drink pouches each student has. Let's start with Miguel. Miguel has one crate. And we noticed over here that one crate is equal to 1,000 pouches. So he has 1,000. Plus, he has 12 cases. And we can see that one case is equal to 100 pouches. So 12 100s would be 1,200. 12 hundreds, or 12 times 100, which is 1,200. Is there another way I can say 1,200? Say it to your screen. That's right. 1,200 is 1,200. Let's keep going. We have 3 boxes, and we know that one box is equal to 10 pouches. So 3 times 10 is 30. And then we have 6 pouches. So if we want to find out how many total pouches Miguel has, we can add all of these together. 1,000 plus 1,200, or 1,200, plus 30 plus 6. So we know that 1,000 plus 1,200 would be 2,200, and 30 plus 6 is 36. So Miguel has 2,236 pouches. Great job. Let's check off Miguel because he's finished. Let's do one more together, and then you'll have some more time to practice the rest on your own. Let's look at Aaron. Aaron brought in one crate. And again, one crate is 1,000 pouches. And we're just counting the pouches because that's what our problem says. So he has 1,000 pouches, one crate. Then he has 13 cases. One case is 100 pouches. So I can take 100 times 13 and think of it as 13 hundreds. 13 hundreds, which also looks like 1,300. Next, he has 17 boxes, and each box is 10 pouches. So 17 tens is the same as 17 times 10, which is 170. And then he has 2 pouches. So we have 2. Just like we did with Miguel, we want to make sure we find the total number of pouches for each student. So we have 1,000 plus 1,300, which is 2,300. Plus, we have 170 plus 2, so 172. And that's going to give us 2,472 pouches. Go ahead and pause the video and then Finish the work for Sarah and Vicky. Make sure that you're looking at the number of crates, cases, and boxes, and make sure that you're finding the total number of pouches that each student has.